Alright, well, I haven't made a video in a while, obviously, like normal, but this time I've been waiting to make this video. My school day 9th grade thing that I do every year for some reason. I waited a little bit longer to make this video because 7th and 8th grade, when I made my school day video, I decided to make it after like the first few days of school, and this time I wanted to wait the entire week because the teachers are always super nice on the very first day of school, so I wanted to actually go through the entire week. And it wasn't even a full week, it was just 4 days because we had Labor Day off. Probably gonna have to check my schedule because I'm not gonna be able to remember what class I've had. It's Sunday as I'm recording this video. I got home from Hayden's house like an hour ago. I went to stay the night there and I recorded, so I might upload that video. I'm tired. Hayden also gave me his old keyboard. He got a new keyboard, so I have his old one now, which is nice, so I don't need to worry about buying a new keyboard. My last few years of school, mostly my middle school years, I didn't really take school seriously. In my 6th and 7th grade year, it was just I didn't care. In my 8th grade year, I think it was more of half I didn't care, half I don't know. I just thought school was stupid. I mean, I still do think school is stupid and it's very ineffective at, educating children. But, I'm going to take it seriously this year. So my first hour, I have this class with Hayden. It's my English class. The English class is actually kind of small. It felt small compared to my class from last year. It might have just been, I don't know. It might have just looked different because the wall is different and everything. Like, the high school is a lot different than the middle school. Like, at my middle school, it was just a giant circle. Like, the entire building was just a giant circle, so it wasn't that hard to find your classes. I mean, it's not that, it's still easy for me because all of my classes are, like, right next to each other. But my English teacher, she seems nice, but it seems like she's going to be like the naggy type because on like the second day of school, Hayden came into class late for some reason. I think he got lost or something. And then later on in the class, she was trying to get she said she wanted everyone to have a book to read before next Monday. And I got a book quickly because I haven't read all summer, which is really bad because I kind of just I've been doing a lot of just other things over the summer. Haven't really gotten around to reading a book, which is bad because I love reading. Anyways, I got a book, and then she goes, "Mr. Tardy, did you get a book?" That's just like that's really bitchy to say. Like, he could, like, she doesn't know, he could have got dropped off late. His bus could have been, well, his bus wasn't late, but he could have got dropped off late. He could have got lost. It was really bitchy for her to say that to him, and it kind of bothered me. But whatever. Seems like she might be kind of passive aggressive, like my English teacher last year. But my English teacher last year was passive aggressive, but she was still really nice. So my second hour, I have this class with my girlfriend. It's physical science. My physical science teacher, I really like him. He's like laid back. That's one thing I like about the high school is that all the teachers, they're laid back, most of them at least. Because at the middle school, my teachers would always be on my ass about all this crap. Here, they treat us like adults. To just let me go do my own thing. So my third class, I love this teacher. I have a U.S. history for third hour, and I have this teacher. He's awesome. So he might not sound that great of a teacher when I tell you this. If you miss any assignments, he basically fails you, which sounds really harsh, but I think that's a good idea. Keep students. I mean, maybe it doesn't sound that bad for me because I'm gonna have all my assignments in. Like, I never thought school was something that was like really hard. It's just like a lot of just doing your homework. Like, it's for math class example, you learn how to do something, then you basically just go home and do it the same thing, like do the same formula for a problem just over and over again. Even if you do think that's a problem, you miss any assignment, you basically fail. He said that he'll let you turn in any missing assignments all the way up to like the semester. I can't remember if he said all the way up to the quarter end or the semester, but still, that's cool. Next, I have algebra. I also have this class with Hayden. My algebra teacher, she seems nice. Yeah, most of this is just going to be seems nice because I really haven't gotten to know him. I've known my teachers for the past 4 days. I don't think she's a bad teacher yet, at least. I mean, I probably should have waited longer to make this video. What can I say about my math teacher? Well, I noticed she's one of those teachers who, like, most teachers will pick a kid they pick on, that kid that they pick on the whole year, they keep dragging the dead meme all the way to the end of the year. Yeah, she picked one of those kids. She hasn't really been the type of teacher to like talk about herself like my English teacher was. She told us about herself. So my Spanish teacher, I also have this class with my girlfriend. I have Spanish 5th hour. I remember the Spanish teacher, she was at the middle school. I used to see her around in 7th grade, and they got a new teacher for 8th grade. I think it's really important for me to learn Spanish, and I wish I would have took Spanish while I was in 8th grade because I could have got an extra credit. Spanish is really important to know, and if you're an English speaker, which most of you probably are, 90% of you probably speak English watching this video. It's a language that's very similar to English. so it's not that hard to learn. But there was this kid in my English, or not my English, my Spanish class, and because me and my girlfriend, our last names are like very close to each other in the alphabetical order. I was right next to her, and there's this kid next to her, and he sits there, like the past 4 days, he sits there in class on his phone with like his earbuds up around his ear, and he just sits there on his phone looking down, and he's not like hidden. He's just like he thinks the teacher can't see him because he's like up in the front too, like not like the front, like the desk is tilted sideways, and he's just sitting there on his phone, and I'm like, come on, he's not even good at hiding it. Like I can tell the teacher sees him, she just doesn't care, which is good. I think this kid actually got held back before because there were some kids making jokes about it. Which wasn't really funny. He wasn't being very cooperative. We were doing this thing where we had to say a word. I don't remember what it was. And the teacher called him because she knew he wasn't paying attention. And she told him what to say, and he would just he wouldn't say it. And then he lost his participation points. So now, on to my last hour, which is band. This one, I've already been recording for 10 minutes. This video is going to be probably a little bit longer just because of this. I got a lot to say. Alright, so in my past 2 years of middle school, if you've watched any of my old videos, you've heard me talk about my old band teacher. Now, back then, I don't suggest you guys ever go watch my old videos. I'm going to leave them up, but I think back then, my opinions were incorrect, and the things that I said were idiotic. But I used to complain about him all the time, but I look back on it now, he's one of the best teachers I've ever had. I've had a very select few of good teachers, and he was one of my best teachers that I've ever had. He was really nice, and I think he was a kind of understanding because I talked to him one time about some stuff that was going on with my dad, because my dad was being like super stubborn about my band, because for some reason my dad thought my band teacher signed me up he switched me to tuba just because we didn't have a tuba, because I got switched to tuba back when I was in beginner, which isn't usually something that happens a lot. I guess I was just special, and for some reason my dad thought he just switched me because he needed a tuba. Because I started off on trumpet, and he told me that I don't know. He told me there was like this problem. That wasn't really a problem. It's just like the way that my lips are shaped, where I had trouble making the notes. He said that when he was younger, he wanted to play the saxophone, but the way that his lips were shaped, he just couldn't get the notes, so he majored in trombone. He's always been a great teacher. He's given me and the students in my class a lot of just good opinion, like good philosophy on life and how to live and just how not to mess up. And I really miss him because I heard that he was just getting really stressed out because he worked band at the high school and the middle school, and he was always running back and forth, and so they sent him, he wanted to take a little break, and they sent him back down to the elementary schools. So he teaches a band class in elementary school, which isn't even a band class, or a music class, which isn't even a music class. They see him like once every like 1 or 2 weeks, and they just like watch movies and stuff like that. Yeah, I really miss him. He doesn't work there anymore. And the new teacher, I don't think she's bad, but like, okay, so as I've already established for in my past videos, I started band in 7th grade, so I started in beginners. There's 3 levels of band in middle school, so I basically started a year behind because I started band in 7th grade, right? So I'm in 8th grade, I'm in my 2nd year of band, and I'm in the class with all the 7th graders, and there's a few other 8th graders, right? So then basically, I was already going to have to skip a whole year of learning, and all that stuff. I was going to have to skip a whole year of learning to go to freshman band, which isn't even freshman band. It's just band with all students. Like it's like mixed classes. It's like a mixed class with all, all, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Shut up. Then they had this thing over the summer, which I probably shouldn't say the name of, because I don't really know, like it might disclose where I live, so I'm not gonna say what it's called, but it's like this thing where everyone got together for like 2 or 3 weeks, and I think that's what it is, like 2 or 3 weeks, and they get up at like 12 in the morning, and they learn how to march and like their music, like band music and stuff like that for a marching band. I didn't get to go to that. I asked my dad to sign me up, and he forgot to, and then told me that I didn't tell him, which I did. But so I'm already a year behind, and I didn't even get to go to that thing. So my band teacher, she didn't make it that much easier on me, because we had a marching band thing on Friday. So I had to go to that, and I didn't march out on the field. It was a football game. I didn't march out on the field with everybody because I didn't know the music. and when I was in the stands, right? Since I play tuba, I had to use the sousaphone. I think that's what it's called. And it's like this, basically a tuba, but it's like a big circular thing, and it straps around your neck. And it was really embarrassing too, because whenever for the beginning games and the mid game, like the halftime stuff, they go out on the field, and me and a few other kids who also didn't go to the thing, we had to stand off the side with her. It's really embarrassing because everyone sees me with the giant sousaphone, and I'm not out there with the rest of the marching band. And then we were up in the stands, and we played like these little tunes, like whenever something would happen. And I didn't know most of those. I had a little sheet with the music, but like I haven't played the tuba in 3 months, and I'm a year behind everybody. So it was pretty bad, and it got really cold. We started at 6. I was there to 10 o'clock. It's like 4 hours. It sucked. There's only 2 more to do, and next time we do it, I have to actually go march out on stage. Or not on stage, on the field, which is going to suck a lot. I'm probably not going to take band next year because, I don't know, because I never wanted to take band I wasn't planning on taking band in 8th grade. I did though. I always complain about how I hate band because like all the stress and stuff. But usually at the end of the year, I'm really happy with how it's summed up, even though I went through a lot of anxiety. And over the summer, I've matured a lot. So anxiety, I used to be a person who got anxiety and stress all the time with like social interaction, all that stuff. I don't have it as bad anymore. I used to never want to interact with people at my school. Now that I'm in high school, back when I was in middle school, being a 6th grader, I was really intimidated by the 8th graders. I'm a freshman now, and I don't care if you're a senior, you're a freshman. I'm gonna treat you like I'm not gonna hold you up to this pedestal or some crap like that. I'm probably gonna make another video just talking about high school, because that was just all my classes, and this video is gonna be really long to edit. Well, I'm gonna end this video here. Have a gooch day, niggas.